This is Q Dog's Truth coming in with a quick video. And in today's video, I'm going to just make a quick, simple video addressing the topic of diaries and journaling and about, I guess, writing down your feelings. So before I get into what I have to say real quick, I'm just letting y'all know I am in counseling right now because of the issues I had with my parents and because of the issues I had with the people in the past that I'm not going to speak about anymore. So let me just get to the fucking question and get to the point. So regards to the topic of journaling and writing diaries, I hear people on the internet, not just people on the internet, people in person, you know what I'm saying, telling me and other people, let's say, that are going through certain things, issues, trials, and tribulations in their life to write down their feelings and to write down what their issues are inside a journal or inside a diary. For like the past year or for a few months ago and recently, people have been telling me, they're like, because sometimes I tend to sometimes talk too much, and I'll be honest with myself, there's times where I talk too much and I get myself into a lot of shit with people when it comes to gossiping or talking about people's issues or talking about my issues, whatever the fuck it may be. But to sum it up, people have been telling me, because I tend to vent too much, like I said, about my issues to certain people that care about me and to people that don't give a fuck or people that might talk about me behind my back. And I've had close friends of mine. I've had my mom, even though sometimes she doesn't practice what she preaches and she's not what she says she is, or she acts like something that she's not. I've had my mom, I've had some close friends, and I've even had a cousin outside the state that I live in that's told me that I need to start journaling, right? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, my mom has bought damn near 3 diaries, 3 journals, and I haven't wrote anything in them damn journals yet. I haven't wrote down how I'm feeling, why I'm feeling a certain way. I haven't wrote down nothing. You know what I'm saying? I haven't wrote down how I'm feeling, my goals. I haven't, you know what I'm saying? I haven't wrote down how I feel in general, right? And people keep stressing to me that I need to write in a diary, that I need to write in a journal. So, okay, I'm going to try and get to the fucking point, right? But I have a few questions. I have a few valid questions that I need, that I want answered. My first question is, what is the purpose of writing in a journal or a personal diary that you can write down all your feelings and your emotions in, only for you to look, to see, and to reflect on those emotions that you're feeling in the past, present, or future? Like, what is the purpose of writing down and jotting down your thoughts in a diary? The second that the second question that I have is, and in order for me to ask this question, or in order for me to explain what my second question is, I'm gonna try and give you guys an example. So for instance, I've already talked about the situation with Ariel's family, with Zach's family. So I'm trying to give y'all an example. So let's just say, for instance, a year from now or a few months from now, I'm able to rekindle with Ariel's mom, Maria. Let's just say, for instance, if I'm able to rekindle with Tyrell. Let's say, for instance, if I'm able to have an adult conversation with them and, you know, apologize to them for the things that I did or for the things that I said that offended them or hurt their feelings or made them retaliate against me. Let's just say, for instance, if I write down how I'm feeling, how I feel about them, or if I'm writing down how I feel about Zach and his family, if I wrote down the certain things, let's say those families or the people in both of those families, for instance, like Zach and Ariel's family, for instance, if I wrote down the things that they said or that they did that made me feel some type of way or hurt my feelings, if I wrote that stuff in a diary, in a diary or a journal, and let's just say, for instance, like I said, if I rekindled with Ariel's family for the shit that I did, and let's just say, I'm trying to explain the point. So my point is, let's just say if I let go of the past, if I find a way to let go of the past and rekindle with Ariel's family, and let's just say, for instance, if, you know, I'm cool with them, and something tells me, hey, I just want to reflect. I want to self-reflect on how I felt about them in the past. And let's just say if I opened up my journal and I saw everything that I wrote down about them in the past. Let's just say this is like my future self, and I'm looking at the things that I wrote about them. My question is, what is the point of going back to the past if you can't change the past? If you can't, let's say, go back in the time machine and change what you did, or go back in time and, like, what's the point of reverting back to the past just to self-reflect on how you felt or about the things that you did or said to the individual that, you know what I'm saying, made them feel some type of way towards you, or just in general, when you're writing down personal things, issues, you know, about yourself, or let's just say things you need to work on within yourself in a diary or a journal. Honestly, that's what I don't understand. And I've asked people to explain, or I've asked people, I'm like, hey, what do you mean by this? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean by that? Why should I do this? Why should I do that? Etc. X, Y, and Z. I've addressed this same, you know, maybe question or concern to my counselor or therapist that I'm speaking with right now. I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, what's the purpose of writing in the journal? And I was telling him, I was like, hey, I don't see a purpose. I don't see a point or purpose in writing in a diary or a journal if you're trying to express yourself. You get what I mean? So he explained the reason why I should, like I said, write in a journal. And sometimes I was honestly, I know people tell me that I have comprehension issues and all this other shit. And I'm trying to understand what he's saying. I'm trying to comprehend what bruh is saying. And sometimes I'm just going to be honest with y'all. If I'm not, let's say if somebody tells me to do something or gives me some instructions, and if I don't understand, or overstand, or if I'm not able to comprehend what that person's trying to say, I'm going to look at that person like they're fucking crazy. I'm going to look at that person like they have their fucking, like they're a chicken with their head cut off. Basically, that's the analogy I'm trying to give. And another thing I'm going to say is, I've even told my mom, I was like, what's the purpose in writing in a journal? I told her, I said, I don't understand. I told my mom, I don't understand why it's important to write in a journal. She told me, she's like, Q, you just need to do it. Stop trying to understand. Stop trying to, stop trying to make things harder than what it is. She's like, just do it, Quentin. Yeah, you just need to do it. Stop asking so many questions. And she's saying all this other stuff, all this other shit. The things that she was saying at the same time when I asked her an important question that I wanted an answer, it was just really like discouraging me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if I don't understand something, or if I'm not able to comprehend something, what is the point of doing it? People have told me that the purpose of writing in a journal is to express yourself. It's to get things off your chest. And my question to that statement, or to what these people were telling me, right, is, let's say, for instance, if I write in a journal or a diary, and I was successfully able to get those feelings off my chest, right, after I wrote, let's say, for instance, something that I went through in my diary or journal. But what should I do, let's just say, if I feel those same emotions, you know what I'm saying, trying to latch on to me, you get what I'm saying? Or what should I do if I feel those negative emotions after I write in a diary or in a journal? What should I do? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really understand the point in, you know what I'm saying, writing in a journal. I know my thoughts are all over the place, but I'm just asking a, you know what I'm saying, serious, sincere question, because this topic has been on my mind for a very long time. And hopefully I can get some answers, and I'm going to maybe try to speak with my therapist, and maybe this time he will be able to explain things to me in a better way, shape, or form. But that's all I really have to say in this video. And I'll see you on the next one.